Good morning, everybody. Scout here, bringing you my first quote-unquote deck tech video. This is a deck that I made that I think is fun to play, and maybe you guys will enjoy it as well. It's a little bit different than other deck techs you may watch. This deck is not going to go 5-0, 7-0. You're not going to win tons of challenges. This is more of just a fun deck to grind your daily challenges with and just have some fun playing the game. I'm a pretty casual player, so I make a lot of decks like this that I enjoy playing. Anyways, I wanted to make a deck a little bit differently than maybe some other people do, and I wanted to make a deck kind of like surrounding a story, right? So I've been really inspired by the Boros artwork on some of these cards. I think it's some of the best artwork. It's really cool if you're into like the soldiers and that kind of stuff. And so I made a deck kind of inspired by that, and it kind of goes something like this. So you are a citizen in the Boros Legion. You're a reserve soldier. You're out there doing your job, whatever it is, blacksmith, farmer, or something. Suddenly the city bell rings, and it's a call to arms. The city's being invaded. And so you drop what you're doing and you run to the armory. So that's kind of where this deck is. I'm calling it the Armory, and it's basically um, an equipment deck, right? So you have, you know, cards like Novice Knight that kind of fit into the theme. He's a young soldier, he doesn't know anything, can't even attack, but you start putting equipment on him and he's good to go. Um, so as far as creatures go, we have Novice Knight, a bunch of like littler guys, some more like Boris Challenger, Fresh Face Recruit, which you could sub out for something else maybe another Boros Challenger, honestly. Um, let's see, Swiftblade Vindicator, a bunch of like little guys that are like pretty fun to put equipment on. The end all be all being Danitha and Valduk. Either of these, if you start putting equipment on them, you win games. I mean, that's just the way it is. Militia Bugler, he works well in this deck because most things have power 2 or less. Everything except Valduk and Tajik. Um, so that's kind of how it works. Oh, and Garrison Sergeant. He's pretty fun to put equipment on as well. As far as equipment goes, I just kind of picked what I had. If you have other equipment, this deck will work fine with just Marauders axes or whatever. But I put a short sword in. Blackblade Reforged is definitely one that you should, if you don't have and you want to play this deck, you should probably spend a wild card on. I only have one of it, but when you put it on Danitha or Tajik, they become huge all of a sudden. So it's pretty awesome. And then when Tajik's huge, he has Mentor. You can just give it to everyone else. Let's see, what else am I running? Cobbled Wings. This helps me get around decks with like angels, dragons, this kind of stuff. Shield of the Realm is a great card. It's like literally won games for me because people don't understand how it works. So pretty good. Let's see, what else do I got in here? Yeah, I got a couple rares. Four Bears Blade. That's pretty awesome. It just bounces. If someone kills it while he's wearing it, it just goes to the next guy. So it's great. Sigil Sword of Valoron is also another one. And I'm also running an Immortal Sun. This is optional, but by the time you have 6 lands out, chances are in this deck that you're kind of played your hand out. So this just helps with some card draw. If you are going to run Garrison Sergeant, make sure you run some Guild Gates. I don't have all the rare lands. I just have 2. Or I guess I have these 2 as well. But yeah, so that's kind of how it goes. And we're going to give it a shot. I've been tweaking it a little bit here and there. It's not great, so you'll probably see some losses. But I want to showcase how fun it can be when you start putting equipment on guys. So without further ado, let's get into it. We're not doing a what do they call that? I can't even think of the word. Okay, so this is kind of a weak hand. We typically want more than 2, but if we get a third one, we're looking okay. We'll keep it and just see what happens. We do have a Justice Strike in hand. That is our only removal. I'm running 4 copies of it. Sometimes it really comes in handy. They drop a Doom Whisper and you don't have an answer for it, something like that. Alright, so we did not get a land. This could be bad. Oh my gosh. We might have to just cut it right here if it's going to be one of those games. The last thing I want to do is use a Justice Strike on a Raptor hatchling. Hopefully he swings. Yeah. At least that justifies it a little bit if we don't draw another land. Wow. You're going to do me like that, dog? Honestly, I'd rather him use shocks on that guy because Danitha is a little weak right out of the gate. Okay, there's a land. The question is, he's running shocks. They all have 2 toughness here. We gotta put something. I gotta block the dinosaur, so who would I rather lose? Honestly, probably Tajik. Up trade. Or we'll see what he plays. He hasn't drawn any green lands. Usually they're running like Elvish Rejuvenator or Druid of the Cowl or something. Okay. Oh, this might be more of a mono red burn deck. No, I don't want to trade yet. Okay. Let me think. We're not drawing any of the equipment here, so that's just how it goes sometimes. You could put more equipment in if you want. Options here. We can. He's probably running Lightning Strike. We can put Sky. We could put the Legionnaire out, attack with both, lose Tajik, and pump him. Tajik prevents all the lightning strikes and everything. Let's just try to build the board state. See if we can't draw out any more removal. I don't necessarily want to lose Tajik right now, to be honest. Alright, so opponent draws a 3rd land. Tajik prevents him from using shocks on the Legionnaire. Okay. So we probably will Justice Strike the Gutter Snipe. Do I take 5 here? I don't know if I can afford to take 5 against the burn deck. This is questionable, but I think we can't let him. We can't really let him get ahead like this. Basically, we're trying to draw some artifacts. Okay. So I need 5 lands to put it on all at once. We can Justice Strike and throw down the wings. We can play that. Decisions. Let's throw down the wings. See what he plays, and we'll play Justice Strike on Gutter Snipe. Another one. Yep. You can't let 2 of them get on the board, and he starts doing crazy stuff. Okay, so here we go. We got. Okay, so Garrison Sergeant presents us with an option to prevent him from attacking. I think the way to go, throw out Valduk, put the equipment on him, go to combat. He creates a 3/1 with trample. You just swing with it every turn. You don't even have to attack with Valduk. Although we could next turn because he is flying. Let's see if he has another shock. Ouch. Ooh, man, that was a good play, bro. I was not expecting that. I forget that people run that. Okay, so here we do need to worry about our life total, which is why I'm thinking maybe we just put Danitha out. She has lifelink. So if we put her out, that leaves us, we can put her out and equip the short sword on her. We could, that will prevent him from using shock. I think that's our best bet, and then hope to swing with her next turn, right? We need the lifelink right now. Oh, you know what? That's a misplay. I should have put it on Valduk, then put it on Danitha while he's tapped out. Okay. Well, lesson learned there. If Danitha had haste, she would be a monster. Okay, so let's see if he has a lightning bolt. If he does, we probably lose the game. If he doesn't, our best draw would probably be Black Blade. Oh, man. Okay. So he gets rid of Danitha. If he has a shock, we lose. That was really unfortunate. I wanted the, we have to block here. Alright, but he gets rid of Gutter Snipe, which... I mean, let's just put it on him right now. He doesn't have Double Strike right now because we haven't thrown a Guild Gate out yet. But we're playing dangerous games with the burn deck right now. Ah, okay. That's game. Yeah. So game one to the opponent. Got a little bit unlucky there. All right. Like I said, you're not going to win every game. All right. Let's try the next one. Let me turn the game sound on here. All right, so we got 3 lands. Granted, they're all plains. We can try it. I'm just not a mulligan kind of guy. Probably why I lose a lot of games. That's fine. This deck is pretty decent against life gain decks as long as you can handle the Ajanis, and that's typically what you want to save the Justice Strikes for. Okay, this lets us play, I think we'll play the Bugler. See if we can't pull something else out. Oh, blue-white, okay. Blue-white flyers. Well, at some point we can Justice Strike if we have to. Alright, so here's a cool turn. We can We can Tajik. And we can swing with all. We can pump the Bugler. And throw out the Knight. So we're establishing a pretty good board state right here. If you don't have artifacts out, like equipment, this deck kind of plays like a Boros Weenie kind of deck, so you can get pretty wide on them. Let me think here. Is that worth Justice Striking right now? That's the issue. I think we're just gonna swing with him. I only have one red, so I kind of want to leave Justice Strike open. I'm not looking at gens. I'm looking. No, let's just get wide. See what he does here. Okay, so at this point we're probably going to kill the Warkite Marauder. Okay, so that gives us another mountain. Let's just kill that. Alright. And we can swing with everything. Alright, so he quits. Yeah, that's a typical Boros play. You didn't even see any equipment there. This deck can just get wide on people. Alright, let's do a few more. I want to showcase the equipment. Cool. I just kind of really like the idea of, you know, the story of the deck. I don't know, it appeals to me. We do have Swiftblade, and we can put a shield on him with a Justice Strike. It might be okay early game. Not great. For some reason, I don't know why, I always draw 2 land hands with this. I have 24 lands in here. So hopefully we draw a land next turn. We can put the shield on the Vindicator and swing. Alright, so we did not. Let's see if he'll block. If he doesn't read the text or something. No, okay. We do have Justice Strike, can handle the sneak, the river sneak. Might want to save it for Deep Root Champion or Deep Root Elite or Mistbinder. Merfolk is a pretty tough one for this deck. Oh, no lands again. Alright, let's put it on him. Alright, so right now all he can do is attack with a sneak. I have no problem putting equipment on the Vindicator. If you start putting like short swords and stuff on him, he gets nasty real quick. Okay. The problem with Merfolk that we're real susceptible to is when they cast Sleep, they get wide enough and then they throw Sleep out. Which at this point, we may want to Justice Strike. I don't have any real great Justice Strike targets. Maybe the sneak. Which I think is what I'm going to do. See if that can't hold him off a turn. Okay. Well, that's an issue. So, no lands again. This is insane. Okay, we gotta kill the Mistbinder. I mean, there's no way we can win this on 2 lands. And we probably lose here. Wizards, if you're watching this, what's going on? All right, we're gonna go ahead and scoop. That was dumb. Probably not even gonna show this one. No one wants to watch that. Alright, let's see how we do on this one. Alright, so we got our lands here. We got 2 Danithas and a Sky Knight. We'll take it. No equipment again. Rollin', rollin', rollin'. You can do it, buddy. Part of the issue with Danitha is that she's not really a turn 3 play. You don't want to just throw her out because then the opponent can remove her right away. Typically you want to have her and have an equipment in your hand. Be able to play them all on the same turn. So if you're running like Short Sword, that means 4. Because Short Sword doesn't cost anything to cast once you throw her down. You can equip it for 1. If you're trying to put Black Blade on her, what is that? That's like 5 plus, you know. She's a late game play, but if you have 2 of them, you can put 1 out just to do it. We're up against Merfolk here, so Merfolk are pretty aggressive. You gotta keep them controlled. So he must have mulled down quite a bit. It might be a good Justice Strike target because he's low on cards. I think we're gonna do that anyways. I don't want him drawing cards. That's fine. Alright, so now we have a Shield of the Realm. So next turn, let's see, 3. Yeah. I will block this out, honestly, because I want to clear the board for Danitha. And if you can control the Merfolk, then you're doing all right. A 3rd Danitha. Okay. So we definitely play 1. Throw out the shield. We can't equip it, unfortunately. But Merfolk doesn't really run removal, so I'm not too worried about it. He'll swing with the speaker. We'll let it through. Oh, he didn't. Alright, so now's where Danitha starts to take over the game. Go ahead and block, dude. Shield is a really good equipment because a lot of stuff like Marauder's Axe or what's that sword that gives 3-0? Like nothing gives defense, and the shield is the one that gives defense, and it works great. So yeah, so right now, I mean, we need more equipment. Okay, Swiftblade Vindicator is not equipment, but we'll throw it out. So they can kill Danitha. Honestly, I think I do. See if we can't control them a little bit. See if they'll, what, double or triple block. Okay, just, that works for me too. Trying to control the merfolk population here. Novice Knight doesn't do it. Yeah, we still swing. Danitha can kill anything, and we have another one. We have more in our hands. Swiftblade Vindicator also kills everything. So what I don't want is I don't want them to get really wide and then throw sleep down and then just end the game. So we're doing 1-for-1 trades. It's questionable, but that is what we're doing. As you can see, okay, does he can't play Trickster next turn. Merfolk can get really wide on you. We've already killed what? 3. Okay, so he scoops. So Danitha, even with a shield on him, prevents them from doing a whole lot. Alright. Let's try to get one more game. Let's try to get a good one here. Got our lands. So he scried to the bottom. That's favorable for us. Garrison Sergeant is, I've been toying around taking him out, maybe running a Vanquisher's Banner, or maybe just another piece of equipment. Another Merfolk deck. Just everyone and their mom plays Merfolk. Alright, we're gonna get the Bugler out. Nothing. But those 4 cards were all land, so I'm kind of glad we did that. That would have put us far behind. Okay, so right now we're looking for a Justice Strike. Deep Root Elite is a problem. Alright, we will put Danitha out. And the shield. Swing with the Bugler. Justice Strike. That doesn't do it. Okay. Alright, so we throw Tajik, equip the shield on Danitha, swing with everyone. We may lose Tajik in the process, but I'm okay with it. Really, Danitha is the keystone here, especially if we want to keep up with Deep-Root Elite. I would assume Silvergill blocks Tajik. He could have that thing that puts counters on. I didn't think of that. Let's see what he does. It doesn't save the Silvergill. He could block with Deep-Root Elite, pump it, and that might. That's fine. Tajik, a lot of times, at least the way I play, kind of aggressively, you just use him for one Mentor and he's out. If he had 3 toughness, he would be a really good guard, but unfortunately, he does not. So we can put Cobbled Wings on Novice Knight or Danitha. Right now I'm thinking Novice Knight. It just gives us another attacker. So he taps Danitha. Let's play the Bugler again, honestly. We'll throw the wings out. It's not worth attacking right now. Still looking for a Justice Strike for the Deep-Root Elite. Because if he keeps pumping guys, it's going to be an issue for us. Decisions. I mean, it's Merfolk, man. You just throw them out there, right? Like, that's pretty much how you play it. Okay, Kumina. Yeah. We don't have a lot of options for Kumina. Really, our only hope is to build Danitha up with equipment. We want Black Blade. We do not get it. Okay, so we could put flying. I don't think we put flying on Danitha. We try to see if we can't. We could put flying on one of the Buglers because of vigilance. I think that's our best bet. Or do we put it on Danitha and not lose her? And just continue to gain life. So Danitha doesn't kill anything if we swing. It doesn't do any good. Yeah, let's put it. So that was a misplay. Just use all the lands, right? Alright. So, I mean, we're putting the Merfolk on a timer here. They are going to start pumping up if we don't draw Justice Strike. I have no problem double blocking. I doubt he attacks with Kumina. That would be not smart. So I'll probably swing at the water tap. And we'll double block with a knight and... Do I like the vigilance or do I like the pump better? Probably the knight and the Boros Challenger. We'll double block. Okay, now we have to triple block. He could have a pump spell, so we're gonna... He could have that one where he puts counters on it, so we are gonna do it like that. He only kills one of them. Kills the challenger, I think. Two, 4, 6, 8. Okay, we still kill it. Yeah. That was... It's kind of a waste on his part of a card, but I'm glad that he did that. That was probably a misplay on our opponent's part. There we go. So, look, doesn't cost anything to cast with Danitha. Equip it. I mean, at this point, our opponent's starting to probably doubt the game. So we win next turn. Turn Danitha from 0 to hero. Or sorry, we don't win next turn. He probably... I mean, he is stuck on 3 lands, but like I said, we only have 4, so it's fairly even. He doesn't have enough to play Sleep, though. He probably has one in hand. Okay. At this point, Danitha is essentially a 4/6 flying first strike vigilance lifelink. I mean, it's... What? One... See, people don't understand how the shield works. It just gets them every time. It's kind of tricky. I mean, we're not getting great draws, but if you can pump Danitha, I mean, it's really fun. Desperately looking for lands. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got 8 cards in hand, 9 cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in hand. He does draw the 4th land. I would imagine he plays a Sleep here. Right? That costs 4? Or does that cost 5? He has to tap Danitha and, like, keep her tapped. Alright, he does nothing. Okay. Merfolk Trickster. Should have seen that coming. So he probably kills Danitha here, which is okay with us because we have more. I would imagine the opponent scoops as soon as I... Oh, what, you didn't want to double block and kill it? This guy. That was his chance to kill it. Oh, we should have put out like Tajik. I wasn't even paying attention. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. See what he can do. Okay, yep. I mean, you just keep it tapped, right? Keep it tapped. Keep pumping your dudes. So right now our next turn is play Tajik and do nothing. That's a nice card. It's not worth swinging, so we're just gonna maintain the board state. Can he keep it tapped? Alright, so it puts counters on everyone. So he is gearing up for a big sleep turn, it looks like. Or, what is this guy? Herald of the Secret Streams. You know, puts that out. He can swing for a lot every turn. The problem is, all I need is one more turn with Danitha. So, if he can't find a way to keep her tapped right now, or if he doesn't have another Merfolk Trickster or something, that's going to be game. He doesn't have enough damage on the board to play the streams and then swing with everyone. Okay. So we're going to take a pretty big hit here. This is typical of Merfolk. Okay, yeah, and he has nothing left. So there we go. That kind of showcases how it plays. Sometimes it's not exciting, sometimes it is. It's really cool when you can get Danitha to be like an 11-11, you know, put all the equipment on her and she's just swinging around, and maybe the opponent just has like a bunch of saprolings and like every turn he's just blocking one, just blocking one, just blocking one. I've had some pretty cool games. But that's going to do it. If you want, I will show you the list again so that you guys can make changes to it. By no means is it finished. I just kind of built it off what I had. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.